All right, Richard, good morning. How are you doing today, Richard?
Good morning, Leo. I'm doing great. I'm right here just out of Chicago, Illinois, and looks my first impressions, and I want to compliment you. That logo we designed looks really great on the header of this page.
Sweet. Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome to AAQL. So this is basically what we're doing here is creating you a system that's going to allow you to, run your insurance agency completely online. Okay. You're going to be able to, do several couple things, which I'm going to go into right now. Now, before we get into all of that, if you don't mind telling me a little bit about yourself, telling us a little bit about yourself, what you do, what your plan is, where you're going, what your background is, all of that nice stuff, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'd love to tell you, Leo, and I'd like to share with everybody. I'm a retired battalion chief with a large fire department in the Chicagoland area, and I actually purchased my first supplement. My Medicare supplement from an agent that sold Blue Cross and Blue Shield. And as we spoke, she said, Rick, I have to tell you, I think you're the perfect guy to go out and fill a need. And the need I want to fill, and why I'm starting this Richard Anderson Insurance Company, is the need I'm going to fill is for firemen, policemen, and teachers who have reached that Medicare age of 65 years old, and explain to them Part A, B, and C, and D of the Medicare program, so I can fill a need and give them a service that hopefully they will benefit from, not only with customer service, but also in savings.
That's great. That's great. I mean, you already have your people that you want to target to. You're a product consumer of yourself. That's a huge part of it, because you can honestly say that, hey, I use this. I'm the one that I've used this product and I know that it works. My name is Leo Bados Jr. I'm the founder and CTO of AAQL. If you want more information on how we can build your online agency, just simply go to aaql.io, okay? And what we do here is help you build, own, and then lead your insurance agency in a completely new way, okay? I'm actually, through this website, I first give you my book, and then applications, and you can sign up for that. And then I go into special offers. So if you want more information on that, just go to that page right there. Now, Richard, let's get started on your website and the functionalities of it and everything that we want to do here, that we want to show here. Okay, so I'm just gonna dive right into it. So there's going to be a couple of features here on your page. Okay, one of the first features, okay, that I want to talk about is the security of your website. Okay, one of the first things that I look for whenever I'm updating websites and all that is, are they secure? Okay, so if you see on here, your site is actually encrypted. Okay, and it has a certificate of encryption. And what it does here, it allows you to, for your customers to know that this is a secure site, because you're going to be asking for information on there. You're going to be, promoting some of your information. You're going to be logging into different stuff on here. So we want to make sure that it's a secure site, and your clients want to make sure that this is a secure site whenever they go on there. So that's that's the first feature. Okay. The second feature is going to be a get a quote. Okay, so what you want your online agency to do is basically to be a cyber arm of yourself. A cyber arm, an internet connection of yourself. Okay, to the other person, because right now we're kind of living in an interesting time that people maybe not be willing to meet you in person. Well, you've got to have the ability to ask for the information without having to go there, but with paper or anything. Now you can definitely still do that, and you can use your portal to do it with yourself. But at the end of the day, it's kind of staying with current times and being able to market to different kinds of people that may not want to meet in person. So the third feature is you're gonna have to say, for example, an insurance company, you're working with, I believe one of your carriers is Mutual of Omaha. So say, for example, their online application site goes down for whatever reason. I mean, we're in the internet world, these things happen. Happens to companies. Well, you have your company, your online agency has to have the capability of continue to run regardless of what's happening out there with all your carriers. So that's where we submitted a feature here of application, which we'll go into and what it looks like, okay? Also, another feature that I wanted to do here for you is organize your insurance carriers as an independent broker. Especially in the Medicare Advantage and Supplement, there's a lot of companies that you can use out there, and as time goes on, your portfolio is just going to grow and grow and grow. So what I wanted to give you is the ability to organize all of your carriers literally in one side. It's going to be member protected, password protected, through registration, and also give this ability to your potential team in the future. Okay, and then the fifth feature that we're going to go into here is going to be the CSS, the client storage software. And then how you're going to get that information directly from here, directly to your email, and then also directly to your client storage software. Okay, so let's dive into it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Richard Anderson Insurance. Okay, what he does is he specializes in Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement policies. This guy's awesome. He's motivated. He's extremely excited about the industry, and is willing to do anything and everything to help you out with your Medicare Advantage and Supplement needs. Okay. Now, if you notice on here, I'm gonna go from here. One of the first features that I wanted to show is on your website you want to have people. People are obsessed with other people. So you want to make sure that you're showing faces, high quality pictures. And so we have that on here. Okay. So nice little picture on there. Okay. So I wanted to kind of summarize your services on here. Okay. So, I know you offered a Medicare Advantage, okay, which, talks a little bit about that. You want to offer Medicare supplements, but I know, I believe Mutual of Omaha, and I know I've sold with them too. They offer final expense policies, which kind of goes into that niche market of, when people start worrying about, what's going to happen whenever they die and stuff like that. So, you're going to be able to offer that here through your website. Okay. So if you notice your website's going to be a one pager. Okay. There's not any drop downs. There's not any, click here or go there and it takes you to another place. It keeps it very simple because your clients, at the end of the day, they don't want to be confused. They want to make sure that they know what they have. And at the end of the day, I don't know if you know this, Rick, but websites are dead. Sales funnels are not. Okay. So what we're doing here is creating a system for you. It's kind of like a sales funnel: sells your agency, and then a call to action. People are gonna, whether you ask for the information or get a quote or sign up for the application. Okay, so again, it's very simple here: Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplements, final expense policies. You're going to be able to offer that amongst other ones, amongst other services. Okay. Again, we're going to go back into the high quality pictures on here. It says on here, we specialize in finding you the best coverage for your Medicare Advantage, supplements, and final expense benefits. Richard Anderson, the owner. Okay. At the end of the day, Richard, one thing I wanted to give you also, we wanted to provide you as an AQO client is the ability, us insurance agents, because, again, we're so spread out, we have so many companies, we want to have something that we call ours. Okay. And I don't know if you noticed, whenever you were making the logo, you were a little bit excited. I mean, it's exciting to create your own logo, to create your own company, is it not?
Probably the three exciting things I'd like to mention. We'll make it four. The first was your introduction video, which you got me excited about building a platform and really motivating me to get into this business. So I was very excited about that. The second thing was, designing that logo. And I tried twice, and the second logo I thought was better, with the big RA for Richard Anderson, because you had advised us to take some buy-in, have some identity, let people know who they're dealing with. And I agree with that. Connect the face with the name. Probably the third most important thing, and boy, there was an exciting day when I actually got the email on Google and the .com email for the domain, which I was really excited about, to get that .com on the end. And Leo, the fourth one is today. This really looks nice, and with the services are really easy to understand. 1, 2, 3. Which one can I serve you with?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what we want to provide to you. So at the end of the day, if a confused in sales, and I don't know how much expertise you have in sales, but whether for veterans or for anybody, sales, a confused mind cannot buy. So if your client on the other end is confused, they're not going to be able to buy. So we want to make it as simple as possible. It's kind of like teaching a baby, like, hey, this is what I do. Go over here and then do this. It's very, we want to make it very simple, very simple steps on here. Okay. And again, what we want to do is we want to have a clear goal of, what you do. In what you said earlier, it was beautiful whenever in your introduction that you specialized in these things, and that you, and that's, you're a partaker of the products themselves. So yeah, that's it. People want to know what your goal is. People want to know exactly what you do and how you're going to be able to help them. Exactly. So again, you're going to have at the end of the day, what you want to do is for them to get, read your information and everything. Excuse me. Read your information and everything. And at the end, you want to have a call to action, okay? A call to action or a CTA is whenever you're going to ask for information, okay? Now, one cool thing about here is, say, I'm going to submit this right here, Leo. I'm going to say test@gmail.com. And I'll put phone number on there, and then this is a test. What's going to happen here is you're actually going to receive an email on your end on Richard Anderson Gmail, or sorry, your .com, Richard@richardanderson.com, insurance.com. And what's going to happen here, what you're doing is connecting the person, the interface, directly to yourself. Making it a lot easier for you to control the leads and know how many people are actually submitting this, okay? Another thing that I wanted to add on here is the area that you work in. So one thing that Google looks for is, do you work in a specific area? And the answer is yes, you work in, see if I'm saying it correctly, Schaumburg, Illinois?
Yeah, the correct spelling there is Schaumburg, Illinois, and you are right. I work in this area, and I am part of this community. I'm very involved with this community with some charitable organizations and attending fundraisers and things like that, and that really helps identify me that I do want to give back to this community, and hopefully it says I can trust you.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, what's going to be, it's easier for you to connect with people. I'm in Dallas here in DFW. I'm going to be easily connected to people in Fort Worth and Dallas. Then, well, depending on how you do your marketing and stuff like that. But for starting off, and especially for startups, you want to make sure that they know that you work in that area. Also for SEOs, search engine optimizations, Google wants to know, do you work in a specific area? And it has it right there. It has a little map on there. And so, people are going to be able to, it's a very interactive map, and it's a nice map, very clean. People can see on here, oh, you live by Chicago. So maybe you'll be able to get clients, from Chicago area, Milwaukee area, Rockford, so on and so forth. Okay. So making it very simple for people to understand, Rick, works around my area, works in my area. At least I know where Rick is at and which area Rick is at. Okay. So another thing that I wanted to add on here is that we wanted to add for you here is, make sure, because we're going to be asking for information, I'll go into it here in a little bit, because we're going to be asking for information, people want to make sure that, this is a secure website, okay? Not many people know to click on this thing, but it is SSL secured. It's a secure connection. It's encrypted. You would, because you do own a website, you do have copyrights, and the rights reserved. Okay, I wanted to add here that you do have a license number on here, and then also promote who you're being powered by, which is my product. It'll take them directly to the AQL page for lead generation for myself. I help you, you help me. Also, I wanted to add, because you're a business, you're a legitimate business in Illinois. Okay, I wanted to add a terms and conditions. Okay, because people are going to be going in here, and some you never know who's going to be visiting. You want to make sure that as they continue to use the website, they're abiding by those laws. Okay, and because you're going to be asking for a lot of information, we want to make sure you have a privacy policy for those people that that go in and put in their information and stuff like that. So whenever you take the time, if you want to go in to take the time to read it later on, it's a very simple privacy, but at least you have one, and not many other online agencies don't. So So another thing I wanted to add for you, okay, several things here. I want to add a mission statement here for you, okay? Now, this is something that we created here for you to make it simple. It basically talks about how you can help with Medicare Advantage, how you can help with Medicare supplements, a clear goal, so that, because a lot of people, maybe they don't like the product, but they like what you stand by. So they're gonna want to work with you regardless. So if later on you kind of want to go in there, as time goes on, as you add to your portfolio, the mission statement might change, but at least the core stuff is, the foundation is still there. Okay. Also, Richard, I wanted to add a feature. So I have this saying: the more head counts you have, the more money you make. Okay. If one of the things that I want to kind of ingrain in everybody's head is, in an insurance industry, you want to make sure that you're growing, you're scaling, that you're constantly growing, because if you stay constant, maybe you're like this, maybe you want to kind of stay, the same kind of income. But if you're like most people, they kind of want to go up and up and up and up and up, and kind of attain the, a bigger level of freedom. So what we wanted to do, and what we wanted to add here for you is, people that, potentially wanted to work with you, they like what your mission is, they like what you do, or they even need guidance on, Medicare Advantage and supplement policies. You're the expert. You have an online agency. So people are going to have the ability to go on here and actually submit an inquiry to join your team, which is huge. It's going to give you the ability to, reach out to them, talk to them, get to know them, and, potentially say, hey, I can offer you, this sort of contract, and also, asking your people that you have the contracts with to give you a little bit better compensation, so that way you can have space to, provide for your insurance agents potentially. Okay, so I wanted to add that, for this thing to be able to scale for you. Okay, so that being said, we're gonna go here into the quote. Okay, I wanted to show you some features on the quoting. Okay, so you can do it. You can go from here. You can go from there. It's fairly simple. Okay, we're gonna let it load. All right. So you're gonna notice a couple of things. I'm gonna do a test quote on here. Okay, I'm gonna put my zip code. Okay, I'm gonna put my name on here. I'm gonna put my email. Okay, I'm gonna put phone number, and I'm gonna put date of birth, 1992. Oh, birth, name. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to add here for you is giving the ability for your clients to not only purchase one product from you, but to purchase several ones. Okay, there's a saying that if you have one product with a company or with a client, okay, there's about a 40-50% chance, or 40% chance, depending on how you treat it, that they're going to keep their product in the future. Okay, now that that retention always changes because of your customer service and everything, but typically within the past span of 5 years, there's a 40% chance, 40% chance that they're going to drop the policy. If you have two products with the client, there's about a 20-30% chance that they're going to keep the product. That they're going to drop the product. Is 70% chance that they're going to keep it. If you have three products with them, the percentage goes down. If you have four products with them, they're a client, you have several products with them, the ability for them to drop the policy is going to be very, very unlikely. So the more policies you have with the client, the more money you make, and the happier you're secure, and the more protected that they are. Okay, so I'm going to put it here. I'm sorry.
I like it a lot, Leo.
Yes, it is a test. Okay, so I'm gonna submit a test on here. Here's a feature that one of my favorite features about the online agency is, after they submit a policy, it doesn't take them anywhere else. All the information is embedded here on the website. Now, what's really, really cool about this also, Richard, is you're gonna get an email notification with all this information. Okay, I'm gonna show you how it's stored on your CSS. But also the client gets an email notification that lets them know, hey, we received your information. Here it is. We're going to contact you within the next 24 to 48 hours. Okay. So two things, two emails that go out, and, you know, kind of automating your business. That way you don't have to do all the follow-up stuff and everything. Okay. Um, another feature is the application. Okay. So same thing happens with the application. All the information stays on here. Okay. And, you know, it lets them know if they want to, you know, buy other products and stuff, or sorry, not buy other products. It basically gathers all the information there for you. Same thing. You get a notification so that you can store it on you can have it in your email, letting you know, hey, I just received an application. And then also it lets them know that, hey, there are some other steps for you to, you know, finish this policy. Typically, the company does a phone call, an email verification to make sure that you sold them the product. What's going to happen is you're going to gather the information and you're going to be able to submit it to whatever companies that you want to that you offered them. Okay, depending on whether they ask for Medicare Advantage, supplements, final expense, life insurance, whatever it is, you're going to have all the information stored in one place. Okay. So here's what it's going to look like on your CSS. Okay, so CSS client retention software. If you see on here, you're going to have one new lead. Okay, because I just submitted a lead. You're going to have one new lead. Okay, so you're going to go here. This is in your Cognito forms. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you can easily access from your agent portal. Okay, you're going to go to entries on here. You're going to let it load. Let's see. There you go. You're going to go to entries. And then you're going to see on here that Leo just inquired some information here for you. Okay, you're going to click on this. And then right here, easily you have all the information in your client storage software. You're going to have all your information from the client, so you can be able to call them, email them, and then you know that it's correct because they filled it out. They're the ones that filled it out, or you did it for them, you know, from your side. Okay, so just one more thing, and again, one of my favorite parts here is the agent portal. Okay, I told you that I was going to organize this for you, that I was going to provide you a place where it's going to be a hub. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and test this out. Okay, it's going to, when you click on the agent portal on here, it's going to ask for member login. Okay, as you scale, as you know, you start growing with teams or people start joining your organization, they're going to be able to register here as new accounts. Okay, and they're going to get their own password, they're going to get their own email login, and they're going to be able to change it themselves. All right, and then we're going to log in. And what this is going to do, it's going to take you to your agent portal, where you're going to be able to access basically all the companies that you have access to. Okay, you're going to be able to access your QSS Cognito forms from here. Okay, you're going to be able to access Mutual of Omaha literally by clicking a button. It opens it on a different tab on here, and then you're going to be able to easily log into your account from Mutual of Omaha. Same thing happens for United Healthcare, and then as you grow, you know, you're going to be able to add more and more stuff in your account. And then, you know, if you want to manage your account, change your passwords, update account information, you're going to be able to change your password on here, making it really easy for your user, yourself, or basically anybody who comes in here and joins your team and wants to join your organization, the Anderson Insurance Group, Richard Anderson Insurance Group, you know, for them to be able to also be organized and stuff. So, so that's, you know, again, this is the Richard Anderson Insurance, you know, you're the expert on Medicare Advantage and Medicare supplements. And this is the, you know, I just want to welcome you to the AQL systems. Any questions or anything else you wanted to say?
Well, I tell you what, I really like, there's definitely a format here, a step-by-step process. And I have to share with you, I'm in the senior citizen mode, and I'm not the most savvy guy when it comes to computers, but I can tell you this is what you call user-friendly.
Yes.
And if I were to go to this website, and starting at the top, I love the logo. I love that there's some identity there, which you gave me the tip on. It's just dealing with Richard Anderson. And then, you know, the menu right across the top is really easy to read. It's large enough for somebody to see, and it's really easy to do. I also like, you tell exactly what I'm selling there, right on the webpage, Medicare Advantage and Medicare supplements. And the final expense is definitely something that Mutual of Omaha does honor, and I am contracting with them this week. So I'm in the process. I'd like everybody to know that I'm in the process. I've contracted with Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, Mutual of Omaha, Amita, and also with some life insurance companies. So I thank you so much, Leo. Can I ask one question?
Yes.
If someone were to just email me, where would I retrieve that?
In your email. So what's going to happen is they're going to go here on the email right here. They're going to click an email, and then something would, and it's going to pop up. I don't know if you can see that on here. Yeah, I think you can see that. Yep, I believe you can see that. Yeah. It's going to pop up as an email on there, and you're going to receive it to richardandersoninsurance.com. Everything's going to go to that email.
Great, wonderful.
All the quoting, all the everything, it's going to go to richardanderson.com.
Leo, I want to share with you, I've had 3 businesses in my life, a disposal business, ice cream store, and also a CPR business where I went out and talked CPR. I want to share with you, I saw your video live, and you have kept your word and the timetable on everything you have told me. And from beginning to end, you told me what you were going to supply. You kept in constant contact. You replied to every mail I sent to you very quickly. And I am very happy with this product. And who's ever watching this video, I'd like to tell you that you're going to find an honest person. You can match the face with the AA Quality Leap IO, and I'm sure you'll be very happy with this service. Leo, thank you very much for putting this platform together for me. And I really feel you've also energized me to be successful in this insurance business.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Rick. And that's kind of, that's what we want to provide. We want to provide, we want to build your agency. We want you to own your agency. That way you can have ownership in it. And then that way you can lead with confidence, whether that's leading your own, your own self into greater success or also helping other people. So that being said, thank you so much, Rick, for, putting your trust, your vote of confidence here with us at AAQL.